All right, it is Wednesday, August 19th. Market's 15 minutes still closed. Let's take a look at some of the top plays today. BDR, this was a crazy move today. This move, pre-market move here. What was the news on this? BDR, let me see here. BDR. Why is this not coming up? My computer's frozen. Hold on 1 second. BDR, stocks, spikes, executives, lift, holdings. There's some comments recent stock trading activity. They say nothing is new with them. So this is like a pump. Yeah, it came here pre-market. Sort of went back and forth here. 150, a 175 level, even as low as 137. Give it a good shot, maybe 150 here. Your quarter stop. And then this spiked up. Now look at this move here. Look at the volume. This momentum, they took it off. And then look what happened here. It was a halt on pending news. And the news was Blonder Tongue announced there's nothing going on here. They don't know why their stock's spiking. I'll tell you why it's spiking, because it's a friggin' pump. Look at back here. Look at the candles. This stock is garbage. It's been garbage for a long time. Worse than some of the other stocks. So this went down, spiked up off the halt. See the halt? This is in the 5-minute, came back, and this went back. This is total insanity. I would avoid this stock in the future. If you get up here, you're holding. If you got here, 150, 175, and then this came back down, this big move here, you still would have been up, on this little quarter move here. So so it was a weird move. I was trying to actually get in at 150, 175-ish. I didn't like the move, though. I had a move here and bounce, then it came down a little bit, so I couldn't get a good read on that. So that's that. It's 3.4 million in float on that, too. SYPR. It's just popped up now. This is a real crazy stock. Look at this. Cypress wins order for Alberta Express Gas Project. It was 3:15 p.m. This came up. HUD, no interest, sideways. And MTR, kind of choppy. You found 80 support, maybe 110 on that. AESE. Show your line right here. This is the 5-minute. This got right over, 170. This got right over 170. Wasn't a bad move here. See this? That's how you play these. You're going to play it, the trend line here, or take it out a little further on this one. And then, 170, and there's your stop here, that right here. And then it grinded up. And there's a cross. So across here, and this is the definition of, there's your top. And you see that cross. Cross on the top of the pattern's a sell. So, that was a good move. Then it faded. Looking into Allied Esports return on capital employed, those news on that. So even on the 10-minute here, you draw your line. See, if you're going above here, this break, and then 156, was the low here. 156. So that's your stop. Because what else is low? If you want to play lower than that, that's fine. But that was the stop on that. INOD. This is a nice low, not great buying here. See, that's 9,000, but it grinded all the way up here. So it was a pretty good long. GRWG. Grow generation. Look at this go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. Look at the volume here. This is a complete long. As soon as this got over 9, this really took off. Right here you had, 18, 18, 50, 19. This really took off to 22, 23 today. Really incredible. Nice 13 EMA over 20 EMA. That's really great long. OTRK is straight up rocket. I mean, if you're in any stock, you don't know exactly where it's going to go. If it has good news and stuff, you're expecting it to go up to over 55. It's still up to 67. Look at this. It's not even close on the 10-minute. On the 5-minute, look at that there. So it was a great long haul day. What was the news on this? OTRK. Zero news. Kirk. This is on the daily. Look at this. Total grind up. And this really took off. This is still going. This is an incredible long here. Went over 10 was nice. 975. RFP was a good long. That's too high. CBRF over 6. And this is a former pump too. ACRX, BCRA, over 9, 925. Some good longs here, but not great volume. WAFU, XYF, Surf, VVPR, UMRX, GMW, MW over 260. Home was nice right over here, 1775 hammer candle, 1750. And then this really took off long. Excuse me. Look at this on the daily chart. Look at this went all the way to 1877. Jeez. It's been a great long on the daily. This is one big candle in the 5-minute and the pullback. So when you see a pullback and it pushes up, you get that 1775 line pretty good. Target, I think they reported good earnings. LMPX. So CLSK. See what else is here. So the top 25. All right, so that's the top. The top list today. Some penny stocks, some higher price stocks today. Sort of a mix. Over 10, 11, 12. Not a great day. Really weird. BDR was with the halt, really strange action. A few plays down, nothing. AESE was pretty good, nothing really great today. Let's take a look at the SPY. And the SPY finished at minus 97, S&P minus 16, 98, and NASDAQ minus 71, small caps, 293 VIX is up 28, 274. Commodities, gold down 1945, silver 26.72, crude oil 42.98. It's at. Yeah, the SPY, something's I told you it's not looking right here in the SPY. This is looking very toppy, rising wedge, wide, smaller. Look in the 4-hour. We're breaking this trend line. 2-hour. We're going down. 1 hour. Getting worse. 30 minutes. We've already broken this. So either weekly, monthly, nothing showing yet. No, it's looking ugly right now. So, yeah, the fear and greed index is like a 70, so it's pretty high up there. So, that's where that, despite the NASDAQ. Still going in this channel for now. What else we got here? The Dow Jones. See, trend line 2, 3, sort of bouncing. And we'll see on this too. The 4-hour coming down, 2-hour. It's not looking good either. Something like this wants to go further down. This is the Dow Jones. On the VIX. I told you the VIX is coming out. This is a wedge, or not a wedge. Falling wedge, excuse me, falling wedge. Just like this, and it bounced. This is going to bounce too. I'm not sure where. Well, maybe 24, maybe 26. Who knows? It sort of picks up steam. See that 4-hour, it's sort of flattening. We'll see here. Something, it doesn't look right here. UVXY. Coming out of this tight channel here. Look at this. Tight, tight. Now the channel wedge. This is a really tight falling wedge. 4-hour. Look at that volume starting to pop up here. Keep an eye on this. Something is going on, I'm telling you. So that's looking kind of weird today too. All right, some airlines, AJ. Sorry, airline. This tried to pop up, was pushed down. ALK. Put it straight down on the daily, the 4-hour. We're near trend line now, so watch this. If this doesn't hold here, you know, we could get much lower here. Carnival, still in the daily, see we're down on that. MCLH, sort of flat now. That 1320 EMA held right there. RCL, this is going up. CCL, just sort of going back down. See it crossing down. So we haven't had a crossover, still in a downtrend there. So Win, Casinos still going down now. LBS still going down. Got the REITs, MFA crossing down. Hall, IBR. See, they're all doing like really nothing right now. So DFIN. Here's your move on DFIN right here. So I had to move this nice little move up. And see, this was nice from like 10 to almost 15. So it's like a $4+ move. We're coming down here in daily. See this? Look at this downtrend now. Going down. So I'd like this to go under 20 again here. This goes there 20 or 10 to buy. Well, let's go to 11. We'll see 4-hour. Yeah, it's a 435. Extremely oversold. Now the difference between here and here. Notice on the third. Oh, this third. See, this was already down. This was here. This is still here. So, where's this going to bounce at? 12. 435. See, this was here. This came a full range on both. See this, the third to daily. So it was there and there. So this does look like to a flag. See up here, and this is a flag, and it's going to break up. True, but how far is it going to go down? This might go flat for a while like this. Daily's the key. I mean, you always have your 1090 range. So if this goes here, and you bounce here, is this going to do the full range back down again too? That's what I'm always looking at. Right now we'll see on that. Nail. And there it was, the rising wedge. Just went above it, shot above it now. It's coming down now on the 4-hour. It's starting to cross down a little bit. DIN, then crossing down. I don't like it up here. A lot of things are very overbought at this point. I want them to come back. A lot of these stocks, a lot of these moves too. What else do we have? So airlines, cruise, did some REITs, casinos. Let's take a look at some ETFs, UDAO. See this in the daily, coming back, 4 hour, starting to cross down again. Trend line, trend line. We'll see if this hits trend line. SPXL. Yeah, this is above here. This is sort of that like length above here. You see that? 4 hour coming down. So TQQQ. This is like heavy in the middle. This could come all the way down if we get any bad news, but this is riding high on the Qs. TNA. Trying to cross down. FAS. FAS had this move. See these color candles? They're like exhaustion candles after this move. So this really moved from down near 28 to 40. We've been up for a month. Now, what's this going to do here? Is this going to come down? Well, it's coming down, but how far? Watch that trend line. From the 4 hour for the 9. It's even worse. Soxel. That's coming down a little bit. LABU, choppy. JNUG. See, JNUG, this is really crazy. This had this, and this move up here, and then you're like, yeah, we're going and fill the gap. Really put on these big candles here. I mean, you see this, you're out, but yeah, that doesn't look good. That's coming back. ERX, energy, way too choppy. You're back and forth, too much chop. So that's on that. SVXY. This is streamline up. This is the short VIX, short-term futures. ERY. Look at this, space, up, down, bounce, down. So you draw a line here, right here. If this gets over this, this might come back up here. This might be, the market turns down, this might start to turn on that. So that's on that. Let's look at BA. DFEN goes by, DFEN is ETF, and then BA is one of the main components in the ETF, so Boeing. Like I said here, 1 trend line, 2, 3. We're coming down, we're crossing down again on the 4 hour. 1, 2, 3 major trend lines, and we're looking towards this will be the 4th. It's at a 291. Coming down, this might come to 165. I'll call it 165-ish, maybe even 160. So this is what we put on 1 little one, 2 really big moves, 1, 2, and this is still in a move down. See right here? So yeah, I like this to cross under again. We'll see. Maybe it does one of these. We might get even bigger drop. Who knows? Flies up very high. We haven't had a major pullback. So that's on that. So, that's where we stand right now on this. I still like UVXY. I think that's gonna pop. The VIX, I think, pop soon. We're starting to see, the starting point of this. Look on the SPY. This is a massive rising wedge. 1, 2, 3. I guess this will be 4, and then 5 should drop down hard. Now, I don't know how far. If we would get a pullback like a major one, maybe to 300. Yeah, we could come here. I don't know. We'll see here. But this is testing this. This is a double top. We're all the way back. We've had a few moves like here, real small. This one, and we pulled back a little bit. That was it, though. And look on the weekly. The weekly, we're starting to make that curve. We're at a 90. We're at a 99 on stochastics. You can't get much higher. We were this high in January, February. Then we started to fade. See this in February, and then that was the drop. You know, we did this January 19 too. We've had drops. So how far will this drop? There it is from the 13 EMA, maybe 320, 310. So we went from under 20 to, look at that, look at the space, one, it's been this pretty much a straight run. And this is a broadening wedge too. See this, a smaller move, bigger, huge up from 19, huge down, up. Will you come back down again like that? I don't know if we do that. I don't know. I mean, you'll have to say, the market will tell us, you know, what we're going to do if we're going to keep dropping. We'll see. The volume's very low too. Not sure if that means anything exactly. But yeah, I don't like a lot of longs here at this point. This is looking very, very toppy. You know, fear and greed index is like 70 something. It's not near 100, but it's hitting the degree level. So I would look towards the short side, some of the short stocks, EDXY. Right now, see this? We're starting to come out. Right here is the first bend. We haven't been below 80. Look at this. And we're finally crossing down. Right here. Look at the cross down. 4 hour, 2 hour straight down. 1 hour. 1 hour is as low as it's been actually since it's probably July right here. Look at that. And there's your 30-minute. So we'll see if this is a bigger move. I mean, from here to here, this move, that's not that big. These aren't big. I'm looking at a bigger drop. I don't know if we're going to get it. I don't know. It just tells me, and this is a double top, V recovery, it's something like a pretty big drop. Like the 300 would be good. That would be a nice pullback. That'd be a strong consolidation, correction, and then we come back up a third time, maybe break. Because usually too, on a double top, you know, one's a test. I mean, right here, one's a test, then come back. 1, 2 be a third, and you know, we break forward. So we'll see if that happens on that. You know, it's hard to tell. News has got to happen. There's got to be some sort of news or something like that. So that's where we stand right now. So the market, the last few days have been kind of weirder days. Some good moves long, but really the top movers weren't the best. You had some moves down in the list, like OTRK, GRWG. It really made nice moves. So you don't know each day. You're looking for the top gainer. Like BDR was just garbage. Now, if you got between in here 150, you know, maybe 130 levels, even a 175 break, and then you played this to the long side. On this, I would say if you're 5 minute, you see all these candles, green, green, and you see a red candle like this, you get out. And if you wait on that, and then this happens, you immediately have to sell. So it opened here, it came back. That's right, I mean, from 150, 175, and then 2 just bounced back. I mean, I put in a candle there, probably 3 minute. Well, on a halt too. You see a halt 1 minute where this goes. See 1 minute down. This opened here in a 1 minute and this like washed down. There's nothing you really can do. I mean, on this, even a 3 minute, first right candles usually get out. On a move like this, and see, I didn't really pay attention to the daily chart as much, but I knew this was a jump stop, really more than others. Like, look how spiky, all these spikes. It's just like, not even a good like penny stop where it makes good moves. It's total junk. And when that happens, you get weird halt. You had a halt here, and this started to spike up. It was definitely momentum and, you know, pump and dump. So Launder some stock spikes as executive lift holdings. What does that mean exactly? I'm gonna read this. The transmission technology more than quadruple executives have increased. Oh, they increased their holdings. Okay. So they increased their holdings, and but it's still, that's why each chart. Just look at each chart as an individual. Like it's each, you know, whatever, however you look at it, because each chart is different. Each stock is different. This one was definitely sketchier. See this in the weekly. Look at these spike ups. And there's the pump and dump. You see these wicks all the time. That's a typical move. And yeah, there's nothing you can do. The only thing you hope is you're in 150, 175, and this came down and pushed up. So you probably even made profit. You don't panic. You just get out right away. As soon as you see this starting to move, and you get out right away. But I mean, you'll see this over and over on stocks like this. That, you know, the pump and dumps, you'll notice them. So this is way more than the pump and dump. Then like look at AESE. This had a better move in the 10-minute. Or not AESE, they're right here. AESE right here. You see this chart, I mean, you know, it's a down chart, but it wasn't like spiky as much. It's just like going down, up, and then here was a nice move. But the other one had the wicks. It's all about them wicks. So kind of crazy. All right, that's it. Video for today. Watch the SPY, see what happens in the next few days, even week. Something's up here. I think the VIX spikes, SPY spikes. I don't know. It's just a hunch and looking at the chart. So, seen this over and over. We'll see. All right. Please subscribe to the channel. Like. We are out. Thank you. Peace.